Hello, everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Beyond the Cover. Yes, where you will discover exactly what it is and what it's gonna be. As you can see on me, I have my More to Classy Boutique dress on. It has one stripe of black, and the whole dress is white. So, as you can see behind me, this is not a dress to impress. This is our swim dress that we have available as part of our new collection because we do have our new catalog in. So, this is our new swimsuit, swim dress to impress. And we also have this wonderful foam purse that matches that you can wear it with. So, as you know, I'm going to show you guys the new and improved catalog. Can you see? There you go. And this is different from our old catalog. Everything that's in this catalog is 50% off, but the new catalog that you have will not be 50% off at all. So these have our new swimsuits in them, in our jumpsuits, so you guys can see what it's going to be. So have that in store for you guys. As you know, at all my networking events, I always try to give journals. Well, I wanted to help out even more, and when I do them, to give you a goals journal so that it can help you set your goals on this journey that you have. So it has a map. It has the actual monthly planner that you can plan for the month, and also, gives you things to, keep in mind as you are going in time. So that's our goals journals that we have in store for you. Now, I am going to show you, today is our actual open house for the summer camp. So if you are a parent and you are wanting your children to start next Monday, June the 6th, you can apply on beyondthecover.org. And I will try to post that in each comment. Or will it let me comment down below? But I will show you guys the actual flyer right now. I'm sorry. So, as you can see, it starts June the 6th. It takes children ages 6 through 17. And it will be morning from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So, if you want to sign your children up, we are having classes starting Monday, June the 6th. And we're having open house tonight at 6 p.m. So, if you want more info, you can go to our actual beyondthecover.org in the comments down below and sign your children up, or just come to our location, which is also on the website down below, to come. Now I'm going to show you our More to Classy Boutique clothing.
Honey, see me. Behind my game boy, I got game girl, it comes easy.
y'all are ready to hear what today's topic is. Now, today's topic is you have misplaced anger. Man, we're going to dig deep into this because this is a deep subject that we all have. I've had misplaced anger, so it's not foreign. It's really common in everything, in everybody. So, misplaced anger, let's find out what misplaced anger is first. Misplaced anger is a reactionary defense mechanism. As you know, I'm in my journal. A reactionary defense mechanism and mal way to cope with stress. Um, Misplaced anger leads to letting out anger on the wrong person. You get mad at somebody else. You mad at your boyfriend or your girlfriend, but you go to work and you take it out on everybody else, or you take it out on your children or whoever is around you. Instead of that person that you're actually mad at, that you're angry with, you're misplacing it and you're putting it out on someone else. Um, Another sign of misplaced anger is not being in tune with the actual problem. Like you are not in tune with what's actually wrong, what the problem actually is, because you're lashing out on everybody else and you're just reacting to what has happened to you by someone else. But everybody else is being affected by this misplaced anger because you're angry with everybody else. That's what I had to learn, even now as an adult. Um, I would tell people if I'm already not in the mood or whatever and I have to answer a call, hey, what's up? I'm just letting you know if my tone is a little bit off. I just had to deal with something, just to let everybody know, like, hey, if I sound a certain type of way, it's not towards you. I'm just feeling, being in tune with the actual problem. Like knowing that this person that I'm on the phone with is not the problem. But we sometimes, somebody can call us at the wrong time and we answer that phone and they just, they get all of it. And they were just calling happy-go-lucky and we done down their whole day because we just went off on them for absolutely no reason. So misplaced anger is in everything. I mean, from work to home to kids to everything. So, in order for us to know when we are mishandling our anger, is when an issue happens, we should address that issue with the actual person at the actual time. And if that time is not right, because sometimes we do need to calm down, because he said we could be angry, but sin not. So we can't, if we do need to take a break, take a breather, but come back to that actual person and address the actual problem that you are having so that you do not let this out on everybody else. Because you're misplacing that anger. You're forgetting who the actual victim is, and you're looking at someone else when it's the problem is this person. I've had an issue with someone, someone did something wrong, and then instead of you getting on the person that did the wrong thing, you want to look at the children or you want to look at someone else as that told on the person that did wrong. You want to look at them instead of the person that did the wrong. That's misplaced anger because you're really angry at the person that did wrong, but you're misplacing the anger on whomever else, the victim that was victimized, that just spoke and told the truth. Now you're misplacing the anger on someone else. Another way, something I did in my past was before I built my relationship back with my father, my kid's father got a lot of those issues that I had with my actual father. My misplaced anger towards my actual biological father was placed on my kid's father. Every time, I would argue, it's like, oh, you're going to leave me like You know, I thought my dad did. But I had to address that issue in order to move on because I misplaced my anger towards my father on my kid's father. So it can go in many ways. And I'm giving myself as an example so that you can know that I'm not judging or telling you that you're misplacing anger. I misplace anger a lot. And that's how I can talk about it because God had to deal with a lot of Shanidra and allow me to see myself. But as I was going through the transformation process, as I told you guys, what helped me realize my anger and when I was getting angry and realize the situations and what was going on when I got angry was my vision. It would get blurry when I was going through the transformation. When I would get extremely angry, I would start losing vision, and I wouldn't be able to see clearly what was going on because I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm freaking out. Now my focus is not on the problem anymore; it's on my vision. But then I started trying to figure out what caused, my vision to, get blurry, and it was my anger. And I had to realize, like, what was I angry about at that moment so that I could start addressing these issues. So that's how God worked it out with me, because he was making my vision blurry. So, and sometimes anger can do that in real life. It can make your vision distorted and everything when you get overheated or your blood pressure gets high. Um, so it's good that we learn how to control our anger. So we do not lash out when we do stupid things like Cain did with Abel. Uh, in Genesis 4, um, the Cain and Abel situation, Cain, wanted to give God whatever, and Abel gave his best, and he was blessed for giving his best. And then Cain got angry, misplaced anger. Cain got angry with Abel for something Abel didn't even do. Abel had no parts in why the decision that God had made in blessing Abel. The reason why God blessed Abel is because Abel gave his best and Cain didn't. And God, he asked Cain, why are you angry? Why are you mad? What are you angry about? Why are you mad at Abel? And Cain, he couldn't even explain why he was angry. He was just so mad at Abel because Abel got favor, and God explained to him, hey, won't I give this to you too if you too be obedient? Now, God is telling me to go ahead and read the Cain and Abel so y'all can get the bigger picture. So, we're going to read Genesis, the 4th chapter, starting at verse the 4th chapter. We're going to just start at verse 1. Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. So Cain is the firstborn. She said, with the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man. Later, she gave birth to his brother Abel. So Abel is the secondborn. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought some of his fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord. And Abel also brought an offering, fat portions, big portions, from some of his firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering, he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. Verse 6. Then the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? Again, we have to ask ourselves, why am I angry? So we don't keep misplacing this anger. God said, why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Now Cain said to his brother Abel. Now again, he's still angry after God explained to him, you have no reason to be angry, all of this stuff. Now, Cain's still angry, misplaced anger. He should be mad at himself and looking at himself. But no, he's mad. He's still mad at Abel. So we're going to get into that. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, let's go out to the field. And this will have you, like he said, sin is crouching at your door. Misplaced anger will have you do stupid stuff that's going to lead you up in jail or in hell. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, let's go out to the field. While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Misplaced anger. This can cause you to kill your own brother or your sister if you do not handle your anger. He said we could be angry but sin not. He said you will be blessed too if you too do what is right. So we must do what is right at all times. Now he killed his brother. Now he misplaced his anger, tried to take his brother out, and he ended up killing his brother. Then the Lord said to Cain, where is your brother Abel? See, nothing that's done in the dark, it will always come to the light. So don't think you got away. Then the Lord said to Cain, where is your brother Abel? Now the Lord already know, but he's asking you a question. Of course, he's being smart because sin is crouching at your door. You already in sin. So now you don't even realize who you're talking to. I don't know, he replied. Am I my brother's keeper? He's talking to the Lord. So you're not even in your right mind because you're talking to the Lord crazy. So then the Lord said, what have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Again, these gangs and all this stuff, all of this mishandled anger, is the blood is crying out to the Lord. The Lord sees all of it. So when something else happens, we can't be angry when people are punished for the wrong that they have done, because God said that they would not go unpunished. But anyways, he said, back to the Lord said, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse. Now we wonder why these curses are coming around, because we killing each other for misplaced anger. We're angry with something else, and we out here killing innocent people. Then the Lord said, he heard your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the land, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. Misplaced anger. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, my punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. But the Lord said to him, not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over. Then the Lord put a mark on Cain, so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. And then Cain, well, I'm not going to read all of that to that point. But you get the point of misplaced anger. His anger grew so big, even after God was trying to help him and talk to him. Hey, what are you angry about? That's why I said, ask yourself, what am I angry about? Why am I lashing out? Especially if the person like, whoa, what did I do? Whatever. You should take a break or take a pause like, dang, I'm sorry. I'm lashing out on the wrong person. I had a long day or whatever happened. And you need to direct that to something else. But you cannot continue on misplacing your anger on everybody else. You have to be aware. We are grown enough to understand and know when we are angry and who we are angry with. We know in the back of our head, because I knew in the back of my head who I was really mad at. it was, that person just walked in while I was mad and they got all the wrath. When I should have paused or, walked away or told them that I needed a moment to pray so that I could get my thoughts together and I wouldn't misplace my anger on somebody else. Like he said, we could be angry, but sin not. He sinned just like we sinned, and because he misplaced his anger. And he ended up killing his own brother. And the blood of his brother cried out from the ground to the Lord. That's why he was cursed. That's why some of these people are cursed, and we have to be in tune with reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything and be like, oh, and then you want to be like, whoa, and misplace anger and get mad at the person that told or whatever. God already knows. So once you get that in your head and you know that God already knows and he sees all things, when he asked Cain, it's not like he didn't know. That's why he let Cain know that I already know. So while Cain was being smart and all of this stuff, God was like, look, your brother's blood cried out to me, period, from the ground. So I already knew. I was just asking you to see if you was going to tell the truth. So again, it's important that we do not misplace our anger, that we do not let anger out on the wrong people, and we address the issue with the issue. So that's all I have for you on this show. But as you know, we have Miss Deborah, and she's going to give you some financial information.
Well, Miss Shanidra, I love that story of Cain and Abel and really understanding what anger is all about. So thank you for presenting that to me today. So, but again, I want to thank Beyond the Cover for this opportunity of giving you some financial wisdom. And hopefully, this will help you on your financial journey. I am Deborah Porter, as Ms. Shanidra said, Destined with Purpose Consulting Group and Services. We're able to help you with any of your financial situations. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how little money you have. We're able to help you a little bit with that and show you the right path. Well, today, Ms. Shanidra, we're going to talk about the third pillar, which is the pillar of giving. You know, we talked about the pillar of financial debt, indebtedness or getting out of debt, the pillar of saving, and today the pillar of giving. And we really want to just say not a lot about giving, but we want to give you the high points of giving so that you can understand what it means to give. A lot of people say, well, I don't have any money to give. Well, we're not necessarily just talking about money. We're talking about giving of your time, your talents, and your treasure if you have money. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to always say, well, since I don't have money, I'm not, I can't give anything. What about your time? Time is precious. So if you give your time to someone, you're giving out quite a bit. If you give your talents, those talents that God has given you, and you share those with someone, that is a lot to say that I'm giving of my time and my talents. But giving has you can't beat God giving. If you give, and He'll give back to you 100-fold, 10-fold, 20-fold, 100-fold. I'm a living witness to that, and that He will give you, back that you've given, and then some. He will give you not only what you want, or not only what you need, but He will give you the desires of your heart a lot of times. So that's what giving is a principle. The principle of giving is associated with the principle of sowing and reaping. If I sow good seeds, prayerfully, I'm going to reap good seeds. And that's a given. God says that in His word, and He can't go back on His word in terms of giving. So always keep in mind that if I give, whether it's of my time, talents, or treasures, I'm going to get that back. And not, I've never seen anybody with a clenched fist be able to give or even to receive because their hands are clenched. But if they let that go, look what God can fill up in your hands. So don't think that I'm just going to hold on to everything. I'm not going to give. Some parents get mad at their children, and we want to teach our children the principle of giving too. Some parents get upset with their children when they're older, adult children, and say, well, I'm going to write you out of my will. I'm not going to give you anything because, as Ms. Shanidra said earlier, probably misplaced anger. But still, if I'm holding my hands tight It's hard for me to let anything go. And I definitely can't receive anything if my hands are like this. But if I let it go, God can fill my hands with the blessings that He wants to give me. So keep in mind that giving is reciprocal. If I give, I'm not giving to get, but if I give, that's just a principle. God will make sure that I receive those things that I am to receive. So don't ever be weary of well doing, as Scripture says, but go ahead and give. Give of your time, give of your talents, give of your treasures if you have them, because God will give that back to you. And one of the things that I've learned, even if you feel like, well, God may give it back, He may not. Well, you don't have to worry about that because He's going to give to your children, your children's children, your children's children's children, because of what you've done, because you gave. So don't ever think that you've done, something that He's not going to repay you for. And it's not so much repayment, but it's just the principle of giving. And He's going to give back to your children, and it goes on down the line. Just like a curse can go down the line, a generational curse, a generational blessing can go down the line as well. So those are my little tidbits for today. Thank you, Ms. Shanidra. Thank you, Beyond the Cover, for this opportunity to share.
Well, thank you. Like you said, the whole point in the Cain and Abel situation is that if Cain would have gave his best, he would have been blessed as well. But since he wanted to hold on to his best and give God less, he wasn't blessed.
That's right.
And that's the whole thing that God was trying to teach Cain. Like, what are you angry about? And then he misplaced the anger to Abel for no reason. So
Absolutely.
we must give in order to receive the blessings of God. As we seen in the Cain and Abel, Abel gave his best. He's not asking you to just, oh, I'm just going to. No, He already know your circumstances, and He gave us knowledge and wisdom to use it. So with that being said, as Miss Deborah said, we should use our gifts and talents. We have other things. All we need to do is give God our best and let Him do the rest. So we can be blessed. So that's all we have for you guys on today. Stay prayed up, stop and obey, and take anger away. So that's all I have for you guys on today. Have a blessed day. Oh, what's wrong with my neck?
Honey, see me behind my game boy.